entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book, and
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it.
Hold on, turn me on.
Hello.
Hello, boys and girls. How are you?
I was just reading on apparently now you have to subscribe or pay for the premium service for Elon's service to stream live on X.
Oh, really?
So I was like, we'll just cut that one off.
Yep. Save a little money there. Man,
Sorry, Elon, you don't need my money. Don't be a jerk.
what a hit that is.
Right?
I avoided for a while, and then obviously what happened over the weekend, I went back on to kind of catch the coverage and everything, and it's just a pit. It is just a pit.
It's always been a cesspool on Twitter and X, but it's also a pretty fast news or information aggregator. So that is why I've always kind of just swum in the cesspool,
Right,
if you will.
right. But it's the rumor mongers and the conspiracy theorists, and
That's everywhere now, though.
yeah, I
Hank.
suppose so. It just stands out more to me on X or Twitter or whatever.
Right, whatever we're calling it at this point in time.
Right.
Whatever Elon feels like today.
Right. Just like his kids. What's your name? Huh?
That's fine. There'll be another.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Taking over the world.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. I am excited to have you along for the ride
I'm
today.
excited as well.
Yeah, right? It's hot. I'm sick of it already.
Oh, I know it.
And you're the one who likes the heat, though.
Oh, I know. I like it. It really doesn't bother me at all. But Mariana even said to me, "Isn't this what everybody said they wanted?" I went, "Yeah, honey, it is." But we would like to complain about the weather anyway.
No.
But
I'm seeing an increasing amount of let's get the fall going traffic. I mean, slow your roll, pumpkin
Right.
spice latte people.
right, you're
We've
gonna
got
miss
about-
it. You're
yeah.
gonna miss it.
We've got about 2 months.
The extended forecast through Sunday. Sunday is going to be another nice day. So
Oh,
far.
good. Hopefully not a beach day. We need that like in between.
Mhm.
We need that cloudy day with maybe a thread of rain, but not rain.
Okay.
Just so that our vendors don't die.
Oh, all right. But there was a good turnout, though.
It really was. We had over 50 vendors at our farmers market.
That's
We're getting some
incredible.
food. Yeah. Well, like it's just I'm very excited for all of the things that we are building in our community.
Mhm.
And I know you
should
hear
be.
me talk about it every single week, but honestly, it really is just such a magical space. Vanna Pacello was our entertainment.
Oh my goodness.
She's amazing.
Mariana was like, where's that coming from?
I know.
And I told her how old she was. She went, you're kidding.
Right. And she just turned 17.
Unbelievable.
She's absolutely incredible. We will see her on big stages everywhere.
We can say we knew her when.
Absolutely.
We knew her when she played the farmer's market in
Yeah,
Mashpee.
right.
Yeah.
I love that her parents are now full on roadies.
Oh, I saw that. I was waiting for her, and I saw this like punchy older guy setting stuff up. And
Oh,
I'm going,
Michael, you
I'm
are the
going-
best.
oh my God, she's hooked the dad in now.
He's dad of the year over there. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. He likes it though. He likes to futz with the sound to get the
Right.
sound just right.
Right. And
He
he had
knows.
it just right.
Oh, really? It was perfect.
It was perfect.
It's so melodic. It's just really incredible to see the amount of talent that we have on the Cape, and we're so lucky to have it every single week in Mashpee. This week we've got a special treat. It's Kids Week. So if you know any littles, grandkids, friends, kids, if you've got any people that are under the age of like 12, they're going to really enjoy the musicians that we have coming. Jammin' With You is a Boston-based group. They're nationally recognized.
Mhm.
They're going to do 2 sets where the kids can come and they've got like little instruments. They put instruments in the kids' hands.
Oh, that's cool.
and they just like literally jam out with you.
Mhm.
So if you've got little people, they're just going to absolutely adore this group that we're having because it's Kids Week. So we have got our Power of Produce program. Mariana is going to be heading that up,
Right.
and kids can come get a little token from the Mashpee Chamber and go shop, pick a fruit or a vegetable, something
Mhm.
that they've never tried, something that they really like. I don't care how they use their money, but it's their money to spend at the market on food. So I think it's just really cool. And they can do a no thank you taste, or maybe they can chef up something with the little bit that they got, maybe with
Mhm.
mom and dad's help, they can get a little
Right.
more.
Do alligator bites count?
No, they do not
Okay.
count.
Okay. I gotta try those
Fresh.
one of these weekends.
Fresh fruit and
Okay.
vegetable. Wildman Game is there, and he's got some great food. Also, Fresh Roll will be there. We've got
Mhm.
lots of food opportunities. We're working on having an ice cream truck there because it is National Ice Cream Day. It's an ice cream Sunday,
Oh my gosh. You could,
right?
oh wow.
So
Oh boy. I'm
Polar-
never leaving.
Polar Cape committed to it, but I have to just remind Mark that he did commit to it months ago and make
Okay.
sure that he's on board this week.
All right.
I was like, remember when I asked you 3 months ago for this day? It's this day.
Mhm.
So, Mark, if you're out there, just a gentle reminder, it's ice cream day.
Yes, and we're telling everyone that you're going to be there, Mark. So
Yeah.
if you don't show up, it's on you.
You said yes.
Right.
What's up, Mary Jane?
Right.
Thanks for joining us.
And by the way, folks, I did say alligator bites.
Yeah.
There was a vendor there, a food vendor, and he serves alligator bites.
Yeah.
And he saw it. I saw the name there, and I said, "Really? Do you have alligator bites?" And he's a cool dude. He's
an interesting cat.
he's an old hippie. And he looked at me and he said, "Oh, why the hell would I put it there if I didn't have?" Okay, I'm sorry. But a good guy though.
He looks like he wrestled gators back in his
Yes.
day.
Yes. I was waiting for that. Well, I caught one next time I was down in Florida, and I
Did it myself.
Did it myself.
I feel like they're protected there for some reason,
Oh, probably.
even though we have so many of them. What's up, Emily?
Maybe that's why they don't throw the politicians in Florida to the gators.
Jenny Jordan, how are you? It's too soon, Hank. It's too soon. Hi, Dawn. How are you doing on our West Coast journey? What pets of the week do you have? I saw you made a badass charcuterie board the other day. I was very jealous.
Mhm.
It looked delicious. Like, honestly, if there was one food of life left, I would hope it would be a charcuterie board.
Really?
I could live off of little cheeses and
Now, do you
meats.
realize not all that long ago we didn't know what that was?
That was just appetizers.
Just appetizers. So they had some cheese and crackers, and
right.
on a paper plate or whatever, and
It didn't have a fancy name.
didn't have a fancy name. It's a fancy board and all kinds of special knives now, and it's a whole industry.
Yeah. One
So-
of our good friends, Madison Mayer, has her own little side hustle. Not only is she an actress and she is doing what is that? Rocky Horror Picture Show in Provincetown right now for like the
Mhm.
next 8-10 weeks. She's also got her charcuterie side hustle. So she makes like the most
Really?
visually stunning boards. Like they're too pretty to eat.
Mhm.
I ordered one for Valentine's Day one day, and my mother-in-law was like, "How much did you pay for that?" I'm like, she's like, "But it's too pretty to eat." I'm like, "Stop judging and just eat the cheese and meats, please."
Eat. Right. I paid for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I want to buy it, I'm going to buy it.
Mhm.
Hello, Cindy. Good morning to you. How
Hey,
are you?
everybody.
What's up, Adam? How are you? Hope you're doing well, enjoying your summer. Have you got a Cape
Sorry.
trip in mind? Some of your Sundancers trips? Goon. Oh, Don, very expensive. They are. I didn't know that you were a chef on the Cape, Don. Well, you know how to make a good charcuterie board. Very fancy.
There you
Looked
go.
good. Okay, so today's Prime Day. Fun fact about Stephanie, I do not have an Amazon account.
You don't?
I don't.
I thought you did.
No, that's Cliff.
Oh,
I don't have one.
because
I don't know.
oh,
I'm the local gal.
okay. Well, we shop local too, but we both have Amazon accounts.
You know what? I edited a podcast yesterday that actually put a lot of fear in me.
About Amazon.
Finances, Amazon, buying from China. There are 2 former government execs that are now like finance guys.
Mhm.
And like they're going through and basically auditing companies that you should not invest with and why,
Mhm.
and where their back end money goes, and evaluating risk and whatnot. And I was just like absolutely terrified listening to this
Mhm.
podcast, considering the climate of the world.
Right. So you're going to reallocate
Woo!
the Stephanie in the Morning millions to
Yeah,
other
right.
to
All
other
of our
investments.
bucks, Hank. I'm
Right.
not buying any Prime deals here, but I know a lot of people are very into the Prime Day and what you can get with it.
Well, I need new golf balls, so I'm going to have to. I
There
need
you
new golf
go.
balls. I tried to find them at Dick's, and Dick's didn't have them. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
So I bought some anyway, but I really have to get the ones that I really like because they're good for old guys.
Okay. They're good for old guys.
Well, they're good for old guys in terms of your tee shot because they carry and then they roll.
Oh,
So you get good distance.
you're asking a lot of a ball.
Right, I know. However, the negative factor of this is when it gets on the green, because it rolls, it's more difficult to putt.
Okay. Slippery little sucker.
And you roll it past the hole. So it's kind of this or that. I'll take the longer drive and then see what I can do about putting, because my putting usually isn't all that bad. So we'll see. I mean, I don't embarrass myself golf.
Okay. How does that work?
I don't embarrass myself.
All right. Just pick it up like we're done here.
A stupid shot
give me the
here,
max.
a stupid shot here, a stupid shot there. Boy, I really blew that hole. Okay, we'll go to the next one. But I never leave feeling like I embarrassed myself. I get some good scores. I hit some good shots. Am I ever going to break par? No, probably not, but that's okay.
We got to go out at one point. I'm going to dust off my clubs.
Oh, absolutely.
Cobwebs on those things. Cindy, there's a lot that you're saying over here that I'm definitely not repeating, but you just gave it open to a girl who likes,
What
they're just ball jokes.
Geez.
It's just ball jokes in general. Good morning, Slater. Thank you for joining us.
I saw something this morning. We won't talk about it today. I'll probably save it for later on. But your golf balls can apparently help your plants grow.
Oh, okay. Now you're in my world. Now we're talking.
All right.
How?
I don't. I'll have to go back.
Spacing or something?
I don't know. I'll have to go back and find the.
My garden is just exploding. I was laughing. I finally had a zucchini, and then Cliff took it. Lily took it with her to work and gave it a tea. You're welcome, tea. I was very excited for that zucchini, but apparently another one has grown in its stay because it's been so African hot outside.
Right.
That I don't have a problem. They're continuing to grow. Corrine, it was so good to see you at the market on Sunday. You and your poodle, that was very well behaved, well-mannered. Kim,
good.
Thanks for joining us this morning. And who else is joining us? Margie, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. It's Tuesday. It already feels to me like it's like Friday. I've got a very busy week this week. And we're gearing up for the fair. Barnstable County Fair is coming. And
that's a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, Sunday.
Right. Oh, but the thing that we're involved with is
correct.
Tomorrow.
Yes, our demolition derby is a week from tomorrow. But the fair kicks off this week is when they're dropping all their stuff off, all the stuff to be considered for judging.
Mm-hmm.
So your quilts and your grown vegetables and your best flowers and all of the vendors of perishable, non-perishable. I was chatting with one of our vendors who is a photographer at the Mashpee Farmers Market, and he's also full on fair guy. He's on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, this is going on. This is going on. So we're going to be able to chat with Wendy this week and talk about some of the agricultural things that are going on at the fair, not necessarily the ride stuff, but he said the bloomin' onion guy and the lemonade guy have already been there. They said they fired it all up and started putting it all together. If you drive by the fair, you can see some of the rides that are assembling right now. It's happening. Be prepared for it.
I don't know about the rides, but we will talk about that.
My ride days are over also.
Mm-hmm.
Please. I had a hard time getting out of bed with my back today. Like, I don't need to be throwing risk into the equation here.
Right.
I'll bring the kids. Even Lil is kind of over the roller coaster phase of her life. She used to be the daring devil. Now she's like, meh. I was like, you're not going to go to, it was Six Flags for her senior day or whatever.
And she didn't go?
That was the only one that she didn't want to go to.
Oh, really?
She's like, I don't feel like dealing with rides and people. I'm like, okay. Thank you for being cheaper. I appreciate you.
Yeah, because that's not a cheap day.
Right.
Going to Six Flags or really any place like that.
Oh, Slater, the demolition derby. Let's clarify. I'm not driving in the demolition derby. Lemonadio is your host. So we're going to be chatting. I'm not going to pull a cat or an owsie or anything like that and get out there and try and win my way in that demolition derby. They've got 3 or 4 guys that are absolute demo professionals and just they set themselves up for success. They seemingly win every year and they're really good at what they do. And I enjoy watching them smash and crash other cars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we'll be there as spectators.
All those things we dream we could do sometimes. Sometimes you're driving and you're behind somebody and you think to yourself, oh, if this was a demolition derby, I would. But
there was a lot of that going on the Cape. In fact, there was a big accident in Mashpee by your neck of the woods, and they still haven't cleaned it up.
Oh, I know. It's been like it happened, what, over the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how the person, well, I don't know.
I just laughed because my girlfriend, who we spent the day on the vineyard, and that accident happened. And she's not one of those people that knows her way around and doesn't like driving at night. And so she's like, they just shut the road off. I'm driving around Mashpee. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm like, you got a GPS. Well, I wasn't able to follow it because the traffic and the accidents, and I didn't know where I was. I was driving around Mashpee for a solid 20 minutes. I eventually have no idea how I made it to the Rotary.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Meg was trying to get home from
you're
work.
not even that old. Why?
Meg was trying to get home from work, and it took her like forever.
Yeah. Well, they still haven't cleaned it up. Why is there refuse still in the road?
I don't know. And you have to think that the person was either under the influence or had a medical emergency, because the path of the car, which they've marked off.
Yeah, right. With spray paint.
With spray paint, it was like, took out the little stoplight and then came around. And
maybe they had questions. They had to draw themselves a
map.
map.
Maybe they were following GPS.
Because I don't know what the heck was going on with that. It looked crazy.
Yeah.
And they just redid the roads over there. So
I know it. Oh, may have to redo them again.
Yeah, right. It's that traffic pattern. That one didn't work.
Still working on the roads. It's the middle of July.
I
what
know.
are they thinking?
I don't get it either. And we are like max capacity of people right now.
Right.
Good morning, Roberta, Nate. Hi, Trish. Thanks for joining us. It's Hank. It's Stephanie. It's Tuesday. And we were just talking about some traffic stuff. It made me laugh, though. I was wondering why Mashpee hasn't cleaned that up. Apparently, we've been having a little problem. Sandwich police blotter. You make me laugh. Okay. Every single week. And I laughed at our crazy crime story because it opens up with the fact that a motorist called to report a damsel in distress being carried by another woman on Route 130. Officers provided them both with a courtesy ride to a Forestdale residency. Plumbing issues at the Mashpee PD prompted the agency to request processing and holding a prisoner for a few hours until the plumbing could fix the problem. They said, we were happy that we could be there and assist a room at the inn. But as for Mashpee, no chance that they're going to get their superhost status on Airbnb now. Thank you for the great laughs, Sandwich Police Department.
Right.
They posted this a couple of days ago, and I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody about it.
They haven't been posting lately. This is a new post. They've been quiet for a couple of weeks.
Oh, well, they came out with a banger this week.
Really?
I'll tell you that right now.
I haven't looked at it yet.
Between Annabelle dolls and other people, like calling the
Annabelle dolls.
Well, this one apparently, it wouldn't be a beautiful summer weekend if we didn't get a call for a years-long ongoing feud between a homeowner and a neighbors association. Several issues were raised about easements, storage of water toys, and people trespassing on a private beach. One side claimed that there was a confrontation, and the other side said it never happened. The association president stated that he would send an email to members to store their beach toys under the association's staircase to the beach. Annabelle? ? A realistic looking baby doll in a donation bin can cause quite a stir.
Oh,
it was a good laugh.
Folks, that's all you got to do?
That's what you're calling the police for? Freaking beach toys? Grow up.
Oh, my goodness.
People drive me crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
Just grow up.
And then there's the story of Terrell Davis. I don't know if you've seen this.
No, I don't know.
Retired NFL football player. Former Super Bowl MVP. He's on a flight with his wife and kids, and one of his children asks for they need more ice or a cup of water or something. And the cabin staff person doesn't seem to hear. So as the person walks by, Terrell Davis goes, "Hey, excuse me." And the person turns around and goes, "Don't you hit me." They land where they're landing, and the authorities get on.
Shut up.
Put him in handcuffs and take him off.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Did anybody have it on camera?
Oh, I'm sure, because it was Terrell Davis.
I wonder if somebody had like the tap. Like, did he say it was a tap and the...
Here's what happened. The airline has apologized. They have suspended with pay the cabin staffer.
Oh.
So it seems like the cabin staffer kind of
aggressed.
Yeah, overreacted. But, Terrell Davis was saying this has resulted in us having, some tough conversations with our kids.
Oh,
One, they've seen daddy carted off in handcuffs.
oh,
And then two, he's Afro-American. And, it's not a good look for the airline,
that's
for the airline
bad.
at all.
I just wish that somebody has to have an accounting if it was not so aggressive.
I'm sure it wasn't.
Yeah.
He's known as a very nice guy and wouldn't punch anybody, just went,
Yeah, right.
hey, could you, and this person like flipped.
Oh,
Not good.
yeah. I take it down a notch, everybody.
Mhm.
Take it down. Nate, thank you very much for that. Did you see what he said?
Yes.
Good morning, folks. Fergie is celebrating as she is now not the worst national anthem candidate. I heard people groaning last night. I was cleaning up for trivia, but I didn't understand what they were groaning about. And then this morning I got to listen to it with my headphones on, even though I wish I hadn't.
Right.
The national anthem that was sung by Ingrid, a country star, Andress.
Ingrid Andress, yeah.
And it was bad.
You know what I love about it? She's a country star.
Yeah.
Because the country fans would be the first ones to complain and condemn anyone else from any other genre that somehow didn't
Guffed up the national anthem.
Right. Didn't
You
sing
feel
the
like you're
prong appropriately and with enough respect. So I'm glad. If you watch her videos, she does have a good voice. So maybe she needs the studio.
Maybe she needs auto-tune.
Yeah. But she was like, I heard a little bit of it and I thought, well, that's okay. It's not a great one. I mean, nobody's going to be Whitney Houston. So let's just.
No, but when she got into like the big portion of
she
the
couldn't
song,
do
you're
it.
like, oh.
Yeah, the opening was okay. It wasn't great. It was okay. And actually part of me was thinking this is probably some, I don't know, celebrity that I didn't know who they drafted to sing the national
It was
anthem.
obvious she couldn't hear. So whatever her monitor, whatever her excuse is going to be, it just goes down as,
Yeah.
This no more national anthem gigs for her.
Yeah. Don't sing it again, please.
Sorry.
She's not Carly Teft.
No, she guffed that one big time.
Yep.
So we've got the Olympics that is happening. Paris is getting all kinds of scrutiny right now. Did you hear that they were busing their homeless out of town?
Oh, jeez.
So they tell all their homeless people, we're going to give you a place to live. We're going to
Yeah.
give you the this. We're going to give you the that. And then they just bring them to a village that nobody knows and then just left them there. Like, no, did not make good on any of their promises. And now they're homeless in a village where they have no idea where anything is.
And I'm sure the local villagers are thrilled to see them because they didn't know they were coming. And what are they going to do with them? And
that's horrifying.
that's horrifying,
right?
That's really terrible.
So Paris, it's not a good look for you right now.
No,
not at all.
And how many people? I've always told myself that I do pay attention to the Olympics, Summer Olympics, Winter Olympics. I'll eventually get into it. And I'm still waiting to eventually get into it.
Oh, the Olympics?
Yeah. It's not grabbing me this year at all.
Well, maybe you've got maybe there isn't a superstar that everybody's gravitating towards.
Right. Well, there's Simone Biles in gymnastics. And there's, of course, the NBA All-Star team that's playing, in basketball. But other than that, I can't. There's not like a track and field person who, has somehow captured everybody's imagination, or a tennis player, or I don't.
What's that media? You haven't sensationalized someone to get our attention. Boo to you.
Well, I think that's the thing. I mean, I consider myself, a fairly media savvy person who checks out stuff across the board, and I really haven't even seen all that much hype.
Trish says, suspended with pay, fire that woman. Seriously. Good morning, Miss Shelley. Hey, Nate said auto-tune. Her voice was like Migos.
Oops.
So bad. All-Star game is on tonight. Who's singing the national anthem now? Everybody's, it's like fighting for a bat right now. Let me in. Anything's better than that.
Better than this. Yeah. We're gonna have to see. I haven't heard who was singing that. Can I Google this?
Well, I mean, the talk of the town is going to be that for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Luckily, she's not a huge super mega star, so she won't have to deal with that for so long.
No.
All the stars were out at what is it, Wimbledon?
Yes.
That's happening. Julia Roberts was there with Danny Moder. She brought, the
Mm.
alien that is Tom Cruise.
Right.
That was a few seats away from her. Benedict Cumberbatch sitting
Mhm.
next to them. It's just nice to watch them all hanging out.
And Princess Kate showed up.
She looked good.
She did.
Yeah. She got a standing ovation.
Right. No, she looks good.
Yeah.
She obviously she's going through
She's
an awful
still in
lot, but she looks good.
treatment.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we wish her well, but she looks really good. Like I was thinking all of the worst for the way that they've kept her locked
Mhm.
away.
Well, if it is what I think it is, we have a close friend who went through, if it is what I think it is, a similar kind of thing.
Mhm.
And it took her months
To recover.
because
Yeah.
they just go and
It's a lot.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially as a young woman like that. She's not old enough to deal with all of that. So
No. And like I said, Erin went through an awful lot because they did everything. And takes a long time to put yourself back together again after they rip you
That's
apart. Yep.
Michelle says Jack Black should sing the national anthem. That's something we can all get behind for sure.
Right. Oh, that dude can sing.
Right.
When
He
he
actually
chooses
can
to.
sing. Right.
Get Jimmy Fallon to go and imitate somebody.
Well, Jimmy Fallon's also can actually sing. He's pretty good too.
Yeah, no, he is.
And his buddy Justin Timberlake, who's keeping a low profile right now.
Now, are they getting divorced, or was that just like a rumor?
I don't know if that was a rumor that we saw last Tuesday and it was really not addressed. I obviously, given the DUI, given the tour,
Mhm.
given a lot of nuances
Yeah.
to his life right now, I'm
Mhm.
sure it's causing a strain in their marriage.
Yeah, I mean, what's he doing driving home at 2:00 in the
Right.
morning from a cocktail party by himself? Where is she? Home with the children?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he is Justin Timberlake.
Everyone's like, oh, well, they get a divorce, but him and Brittany back together. No.
No. Oh,
Let it go.
no.
Julie Cardinelli says hello and good morning.
Hey, hello, Florida.
Hi. Have you guys melted yet? How are you doing down there? Are you surviving? Between them and Texas, I'm like, oh, somebody said Texas is just preheating.
Right.
Awful. Good morning, Thomas. Thank you for joining us.
I think I heard this morning before I came over that 50% of the country is under some kind of heat warning.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not good right now.
Stay indoors with your AC, everybody, and that electric bill is going to be $9 million.
And if you know somebody, I talk about this every day on my show lately. If you know somebody who's a little older, who lives alone, who you don't think they have the AC in the window, you don't think they have the fan. I don't care if it's the old lady across the street you can't stand. Go be sure. Go be sure that they're okay.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience, Hank.
No, I like all my neighbors. I liked all my other neighbors. I was actually thinking back to when I was a kid, and there was a little, shared patch of grass between the home that we lived in, the double, the 2-decker, and next door. And the woman who owned the house next door and lived on the first floor, her name was Mrs. Felton. And if we were playing kickball or baseball or whatever, and if we crossed the imaginary line that divided our property from her property, she was in the window yelling at us.
That was her excitement for the day.
Right. So when I think of, when I say,
kids.
The old lady you don't like, I'm thinking of Mrs. Felton. God rest her soul. She's, hopefully she's cool where she is. And she hasn't gone where it's hot.
Good morning, Serafina. I miss your face. I hope to see it in real life at some point soon after this melting of ours happens. I thought of you the other day because a similar incident to one that happened to you last year happened here.
Oh, really?
At the Viva Ranch.
The Viva Ranch.
So I was moving the bikes that my J1s have tried to ride. They're not going to ride. So I was removing them because they're literally covered in vines since we went away.
Right.
So I pulled them off the vines and I look down and I see all of these like squash looking flowers. And then I'm looking at them. I'm like, oh my God, we have a full on pumpkin patch.
No.
That is happening from last year's pumpkins that disintegrated on that same area along the fence. So now I don't know if they're going to grow. I don't know what's going to happen, but they're like, we've got a ton of pumpkins
Because when I got out of the car this morning, I saw this really bright yellowish flower, and
That is a pumpkin, sir.
I thought that's, gee, I didn't think they planted stuff along
Yeah,
here.
we didn't. The rotten pumpkins from last season have now grown. So we got a little pumpkin patch happening. I told Lily, get the fertilizer. Let's get it
Let's
going.
go. Will the great pumpkin appear?
Yeah, we'll have to see. But a similar situation happened with her by her mailbox last year. So it made me laugh. And I was like, oh, Serafina was talking about that on the show. Well, it happened here, kids.
They just magically appeared.
That's it. We got a little pumpkin patch.
That's kind of cool.
We didn't plan for.
Now you have to protect them from
the minute I acknowledge their
rabbits.
presence, they'll die. So I'm
Oh.
trying to just pretend they don't exist.
Oh, okay.
This is what happens. If I put any want or care into something in my garden, it immediately dies or gets eaten or something bad befalls it. If I ignore it and treat it terribly, it does great.
Oh, okay.
So this is how the Viva Garden works out here.
So you have a black thumb.
Basically.
Oh,
I can't even look at it.
Oh,
Things are
jeez.
growing out there. Like I said, the one zucchini we did get, it went to T.
Mhm.
Hope you enjoyed it, T.
Mhm.
Lily had fun the other night at Nikki Glazer. I said, I was sold out. Was it good? Was she funny? I can't hear anything under that tent. And she said it just like a little old lady. And I'm like, okay,
You can hear them from outside, though.
apparently you can't, or she can't focus on two things at once.
Or, given that it was Nikki Glazer, they turned the volume down
Oh, maybe.
because she doesn't exactly work clean.
A little too raunchy for the neighbors
She might
around
be a
there.
little too raunchy for the neighbors.
There's not
For-
too many close by real neighbors.
Yeah, but the restaurant is there.
Oh, yeah.
And you got the hotel across the street.
Yeah.
And oh my God, what about the children?
Good times, everyone.
Right.
Luckily, I haven't heard too many of those stories this summer, so that's been good.
So far.
I think people are just excited to get outside. She said there's traffic already getting over the Bourne Bridge. Sorry,
Well,
Mari.
Yeah, I was going to say, it says here, Mari Sherman Senate is watching. Mari Sherman Senate is driving.
She's in traffic.
So that's how she's
She's
watching.
got it turned on and she's probably driving, listening. So
Okay.
Julie says we're heading to Vegas next week for some relief. That's laughable that you're heading to
my
the
God.
desert for a relief from your Floridian heat. That is one of our trivia questions.
Right.
This
But they
week.
love Vegas. They're big Vegas people.
Really?
Yes.
What about Vegas that you like, gamblers?
I think
Or is it the shows?
I
Is
think
it
Julie
the food?
I think Julie used to work in Vegas.
Oh, you were a showgirl? Julie, I'm giving you a whole new life. It was her Rockette kicks that brought him to the yard. Or her, I don't know.
Julie, I'll just let you respond to that. I'm not
I have
gonna
a
let that
very
one-
vivid imagination,
Yeah,
Julie.
she
I'm
does.
sorry.
Julie's a lovely lady. Julie and Andy were my father-in-law and mother-in-law's best friends in Florida.
Very
and,
cool.
And we go to see them every time we're down there, and they are just so much fun. So that's great.
We'll enjoy Vegas.
Yes.
I haven't been out there in a long time. My friends Jim and Maggie used to be out there. They got a divorce. He's still out there.
Mhm.
But he's not a degenerate gambler, but he spends a lot of time in the sports book.
Yeah.
Seems to be his speed of light.
His job,
He's a banker.
and he spends. Oh dear.
Well, he's a former radio guy too. Bruiser. He used to be on Pixie 103.
Okay, and now
102.
he's a banker that
Yeah,
spends time in the sports book.
that's correct.
I don't know which is. I don't know.
He's a Bill Ricca guy.
Oh, Bill Ricca.
Oh, Jim. Sorry. Blowing up your spot over here. Speaking of blowing up your spot, apparently in Truro, we have closed one of our beaches for the season. That's it. Done. So much erosion.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one over by the Beachcomber?
Yeah, in Truro.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long Nook Beach, we had to close. That said, it's just treacherous.
Yeah.
And it's collapsing in and of itself. So it's closed for the season. Definitely a popular local space. And yeah, you can't climb on the dunes. Just gotta let it be.
Mhm.
I mean, the Beachcomber, we've been waiting for years for that thing to fall into the ocean, and it's holding strong.
Yeah.
We've rebuilt that parking lot several times. I say it like I was out there shoveling dirt,
Right.
but I wasn't. I'm
Right.
just saying. it's one of those places that it says summer. When the Homer is open, summer is happening.
Right.
That ledge is iconic,
Mhm.
and it's not going to be there forever.
And
every year.
And you can't find a place to park.
No, but every year I'm like, we got to go for a Goombay Smash. It might not be there next year. It's been a solid 20 years of me saying it might not be there next year.
Right. We haven't been in, we haven't been in a number of years. And my memory of that last time we were there, I'm pretty sure it was the Beachcomber.
Yeah.
This guy, probably my age, trying to dance and pick up the young girls.
I love it. I love watching those little old guys out there.
Shirtless, scraggy beard, tan. I'm like, oh God.
I feel like it's that area as well. We were at the Wellfleet, I think it was the Pearl, and the Grab Brothers were playing. It was for one of our friends' birthday parties, and similar situation. There seemed to be a lot of those out there sharking it up out there on the dance floor.
Right.
One of which was trying to pick up my mother, and she loved every ounce of it.
Oh, your mother! Oh God!
Well, she would have left with him too.
Oh,
that's a whole nother story. We're not open that one. Julie up the dealer.
We haven't heard from your mother lately, by the way.
No, it's been great.
Right? No, we haven't either.
Oh, good. It's been good for you too.
Yes.
And before you judge me, you don't have the whole Lifetime movie.
No, don't judge. Don't judge Steph on this one, okay?
It's a Lifetime movie I've shut off and put on the shelf right now.
Right.
I don't have time for it. I saw that there was some sort of bomb threat in Mykonos.
Really?
Who's trying to bomb the Grecian Islands there? Matt Damon's just trying to relax with his wife, Luciana. They're relaxing and all of a sudden evacuated from their beach resort.
Yeah.
A little bit of crazy going on over there.
Right. Now Greece, which is where?
This is where we're planning. It's our Lemonadio vacation getaway in 2026. And let's not mess up the world, please. I got places to go.
That's a long time to wait, till 2026.
I know. I got a plan for it.
Do you know how old I'm going to be in 2026?
It's perfect time for you to just sit there like a potato and enjoy Greece. I've got it all planned out for you. Barely any walking, lots of cruising, lots of food, everything taken care of.
I'll have my cane and my walker. And
oh, as a matter of fact, who sent me something very funny for you? I wish I should have shared my screen earlier. Because RTB sent me a photo and he goes, I don't know why this is reminding me of Hank.
Oh, jeez.
I said, because it kind of looks like Hank.
It kind of looks like Hank.
But it's basically one of those souped up scooters. Right. But it's more like a vehicle.
Oh, you've got to send that to me.
I know.
Forward that to me.
Right. I will.
That's cool.
I will send that to you because
cool.
It made me laugh.
It does look a little bit like
right.
Hank.
I was like, that's why, because it looks like Hank.
Thanks, RTV. Now, is this Bear Week?
It is, in fact, Bear Week in Provincetown. Many, many activities going on over there, but I heard there was a little kerfuffle I'm not going to get into. Just know that there was already starting off with a little bit of drama.
Gee, that's a stunner, a drama in Provincetown. Oh, come on. Really?
I got to go to tea last week.
Would you explain that?
What, tea?
Yeah, going to tea thing.
So it's a dance. It's an afternoon. Instead of having tea, you go for an afternoon dance party.
Oh, okay.
And it is, sometimes it's themed, sometimes it's not. Mary Alice plays the You just get out there and you dance.
Okay.
And it was very funny. I met like 5 new friends and they were like, it's the last song. Get out here. I'm like, yes. I love it.
Is it held at various?
Nope. Same place, the Boat Slip.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's a good, you got to go. You got to experience tea at least once.
Mm-hmm.
Don't drink the rum.
Oh, no, I won't.
Because I literally turned into a pirate.
I'm not much of a rum drinker, so I'm good.
Turned into a pirate. I cannot. No. Lay off the rum, people.
Mm-hmm.
Pirates. Johnny Depp's got a new 28-year-old girlfriend.
All right.
She's some Russian model that I cannot pronounce her name, but she's stunning and 28.
And he has money.
You know what, though? I think it's also his personality. I would be very interested to see what in the world is Johnny Depp. I mean, I've had a crush on him since Edward Scissorhands days. Mm-hmm. So,
right.
I mean,
don't you
since
think
Crybaby? Since Crybaby, I love Johnny Depp.
Don't you think he's a bit of a weirdo?
He is a wicked weirdo. That's the point of wanting to get to know somebody like that.
Okay.
Which personality Which movie line are you going to start citing? Are you going to just start quoting things from all of your movies? Am I going to be able to pick up the dialogue and know which one it came from? Is it fake? Is it real? Are you a real human being in there? Yes or no? I have a lot of questions.
Right. He's not like Keanu Reeves, who's a real human being.
Keanu Reeves seems boring.
Yeah, he really does. For a big time star, he does.
Boring. Like, if you're gonna pick somebody to spend an afternoon with, he just seems too nice. Like, doesn't seem like he'd give you any.
There's nothing wrong with being too nice.
I need teeth, Hank. In my old age, I need something fun. I need something provocative. I need something a little crazy.
Okay, then Johnny Depp. Right?
It would be an afternoon of Johnny Depp or Keanu Reeves. What would you pick, everybody?
Who else can we toss in there? Jack Black. Jack Black would be another one who would be fun.
Without a doubt, Johnny Depp. I want to see. I've got so many Amber Heard questions to ask. I've got a lot.
He may not want to talk about that.
I want to ask him about Winona. I've got like dockets. I've got like things I've got to ask him. One afternoon, Johnny Depp, let me know.
You see, he's moving forward.
Yeah, right.
That's in the past. He's moving forward.
Oh, he's definitely moving forward. All right. She looks
the
lovely.
New girlfriend moving forward.
Yes.
What happened. Can't undo the past.
Well, life is short, as we've seen over the last week of the celebrity deaths. Everybody dropping like flies.
You're talking about Shannon Doherty.
My heart breaks. I mean, I was an OG 90210 girl. And, somewhere her and Dylan are at the Peach Pit in my mind, enjoying each other's company because they're the ones who have passed from my show. But she finalized her divorce the day before she died.
That's interesting.
She had been dragging. She goes, he's just waiting for me to die so he can collect money. What she said publicly 2 weeks ago.
Oh, jeez.
And then settles the divorce and then dies. It was almost like, okay, I've got it all squared away. He's going to be not as happy as he's going to be. And this is over. Right. And then she was like, my work here is done.
Right.
53 years old.
I know it. That's very.
And she battled her cancers for a decade, maybe more.
Oh, yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah. And she looked. I saw a couple videos, couple pictures of her, whatever. She looked pretty. I mean, she looked pretty good.
The sad part is they felt like she was on a better treatment and she was coming around.
Yeah.
And that just like breaks my heart to be like, I've got a couple of things that I'm working on. Just like Richard Simmons. He had a bunch of projects in the works.
Right.
And this was an accident. This was an accidental death. Really? So what happened was, and please listen to me, this was like a Natasha Richards situation.
Okay.
He had a tumble in the bathroom and refused medical attention. So they're doing obviously an autopsy, but basically that's what they're saying. He died of internal bleeding. So.
Oh, he fell and he said, "Oh, I'm okay."
Yep.
All right.
Because his brother was saying, listen, he had such a zest for life. And if you knew him, he had so many things that he was working on.
Even though he had disappeared.
He's a wicked weirdo for sure. But I mean, I think that when you get that level of celebrity, you no longer need to be out in the public and just be consumed by people.
Right.
But he had, I guess, 3 or 4 things that he was actively working on. And he gave so much of his money to charity and helping people. And he really was kind behind the scenes of all of that. So this was, he had a bathroom fall.
Wow.
And didn't care for himself. And then that's how he died. So super sad.
Wasn't there a thing about his housekeeper or somebody keeping him locked up and spending his money?
A lot of weird stuff.
At one point.
Yeah. I think he's just too nice.
Yeah.
And people take advantage of that.
Right.
Especially when you're in that position.
Right. Oh, because he certainly made oodles of money. I mean, there was nobody bigger than Richard Simmons. People could laugh at him and make fun of him.
Listen, I love sweating to the oldies. I would enjoy it.
Right.
Me doing dancing in the streets with all of whatever and him in his little short shorts. We all love Richard Simmons.
Oh, yeah. And he would play right along with it. He'd play it up. And I'm sure he went home and counted more money every time he went on the Tonight Show or whatever, and acted goofy. And
I wonder if Pauly Shore is going to get to play Richard Simmons now.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Because he wanted to, and it would be such a perfect fit.
It would.
By the way, Pauly Shore is coming to the Cape. Apparently, he's going to be making a little stop off somewhere.
Oh, really? Is it a secret that Stephanie can't tell?
Maybe not. But I mean, I suggest that you keep coming to our farmers markets. That's all I have to say about that.
He may be at the. I'm not going to say anything.
We had the surprise sighting of Jake Gyllenhaal and Chris. What's his face? Amy Schumer's husband there. So that was kind of interesting. I got
At the farmer's market?
It was at the Martha's Vineyard farm.
Oh, Martha's Vineyard. Oh, all right. I thought you meant our farmer's market.
No, they're like part-time residents over there. They're like bopping around the island. I was visiting my friend Karen, and all of a sudden we saw Tracy Fox and like all of Michael J. Fox's children. And I was like, oh, and then Karen's like driving around them. I'm like, leave those people alone. They live here. They want to be left alone.
Right.
She's like, I just got to talk to them about something. What am
No.
I know.
Leave them alone, just like, and I'm talking about this afternoon on lunch break. Leave them alone, just like leave the whales alone, leave the sea turtles alone. There have been, since June 17th, 10 sea turtles found dead.
Oh.
At least half of them because of boating accidents.
Oh, really?
In the last week or so, they've had to rescue 2 whales.
Yeah, we had the one of the largest strandings ever here.
Yes, one of the whales was caught in fishing wire.
Oh,
I forget what her name is. She has a name. They know who she is. Apparently, trying to nurse a calf.
Oh,
and they had to. So, like, really, folks. Well, I'm going to talk about it this afternoon, but that's their house. Okay.
Yeah, right.
They live there. So,
there's an update on the summer. Sharks live in the ocean. Just so you know. I know everyone's peeking. Sharktivity app. You can check it out and see where they are from afar, at a distance, on your little app. Right. Leave them alone.
And it's okay. You can go in the water. Really, you can.
Don't say that, and somebody gets eaten this week. You watch, Hank. It's not like Florida. What's up, Michael?
Oh, that's Florida. I don't care. Except for Julie and Andy and a couple of other people we know.
And they're going to Vegas.
And they're going to Vegas, so I don't have to worry about that.
And Julie also said that Johnny Depp would be her first choice. Michael, we were just talking about you and your fabulous daughter, Vanna Pachella. Just such an amazing performer.
Yes, absolutely.
And she is a busy girl. She sets her own schedule, picks her own gigs.
Really?
She's going somewhere. So we're looking forward to it. We're glad. Just remember us little people is all we said.
Mm-hmm.
Other celebrity deaths that wasn't a shocker by any means. James Sicking just passed away. He's the dad on Doogie Howser. He was in Hill Street Blues.
Right.
90.
Yeah.
I was like, how did the dad from Doogie Howser get to be 90? And then I'm like looking at the photos of him. I'm like, oh yeah, he did get old. Right.
Yeah. Doogie Howser was a great show. We're dating ourselves now. I really enjoyed Doogie Howser.
Well, we love Neil Patrick Harris. We're fans.
Right. No, I like, I really enjoyed that.
It was good. So yeah, it's hot. AC is going to be running. I know you had something that you wanted to share with everyone about saving money on electricity.
Yeah. Folks, you shouldn't be stunned at your electric bill.
Are these stupid ones right now? No. Shut off the lights when you leave the room.
No. For example, wash your clothes in cold water.
Okay.
So you're not running things. Here's another one I thought was good. Fully stock your fridge. Because when you have a fully stocked refrigerator, they keep each other warm or cold.
Oh, okay. I see. Less energy to keep it cold.
Less energy, right.
It's already
stock
cold.
the freezer, and it doesn't work as hard because, plant trees outside your window or pumpkins or whatever. This one is tough for me. Take shorter showers.
Oh, that's not a problem.
Oh, I love to just
talk to my husband. He'll just sit there all day.
Oh, I will too. Use fans instead of air conditioning if you can, because fans are more
I can't do it, Captain. I can't.
Energy efficient. And here's another one. Unplug everything when not in use. Because any like your coffee pot.
Yeah.
If it's got the light on it,
the
clock on it,
it's running.
So unplug as much as you can. It'll save a little, and maybe some of these things will add up a smidge, but just don't keel over when you get your electric bill in August, folks. Okay, you've been running the AC or whatever.
I want solar so badly, but
is what it is.
Any tree workers out there willing to work for farm pumpkins? Let me know.
But solar can make a home difficult to sell. So
well,
just keep that in mind.
Sherry, good morning. Cheryl, good morning. Hey, Mary, thank you for joining us on the show. It's Hank, it's Stephanie. We were talking about poor Shannon Doherty earlier, and then that got me thinking of all the 90s shows.
Right.
And then I saw this little study that said 90s kids are sharing the lies
This is good.
that everyone's parents told them. This definitely goes for 80s kids too. Lies that we were told. You can't drink coffee, it'll stunt your growth. We've all heard this.
Right.
If you pee in the pool, it's going to turn blue.
There are, you finish it and then I'll tell you a story. I'm sorry.
Chocolate milks come from brown cows. If you eat the watermelon seeds, you'll grow watermelon in your stomach. Don't swallow the gum. If you do, it'll take 7 years to come out of your system. I told you that we can't drive with the interior lights on. It's illegal. Sitting that close to the TV is going to ruin your vision. If you keep cracking your knuckles, you'll get arthritis. If you just ate, you got to wait 30 minutes before you swim. If you get a tattoo, you won't find a job. It continues on. But all of those were said by my parents at some point.
Yes, we said some of those too. The pee in the pool thing. We had a pool at our house. We had 2 pools at our house back in Sandwich. And when Megan would have friends over, Mari would do the pee in the pool. It's going to turn purple, everything else.
Well, no.
We saw a friend of Megan's years later. Like she's like grown up. And she said to Mari, Mrs. Sennett, I didn't realize until like last year that you were really just making that up. I think the girl was in her 20s and she believed it.
Well, good. It scared her out of peeing in your pool.
That's right.
That's funny.
And how do you know if somebody pees in the pool anyway? So
I have an unproud moment.
Did you pee in the pool?
No. We put dye in the nuns' pool as our senior project.
At Bishop Van?
Yep. We put blue Rit dye.
Oh no.
In the nuns' pool.
Yes.
As our senior prank.
That's really cool. And how did the dear sisters take it?
Sister Pauline was a little blue Smurf.
Oh my God. And what did Sister Faith say? Did Sister Faith just line up the firing squad to get you guys?
It was a good time.
Most of the nuns are gone now, so the story can be told.
They're passed, and we're allowed. That's
Faith is gone.
Like,
I know Faith passed. I know Faith passed away just a couple of years ago. God didn't dare take her, but
she lived out of spite. It was one of those things.
Because he knew when she got up there, she was going to be. She was like this big, folks. Okay, she would make a football player who was this big. She could reduce him to tears in 30 seconds.
Honestly, yeah, those nuns. We had to get back at them somehow, but yeah, that was an unproud moment. I was there. I wasn't the one who did the dying. I was just there witnessing it, cheering it on.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I could be a conspirator.
A conspirator.
Yeah, I was definitely
an accessory before the fact.
Yeah, right.
Or after the fact.
Charles said some of those were the greatest era of a projection for sure.
Right.
Good morning, Jenny. Thanks for joining us. We were just talking about 90s lies that we were told. My aunt was the queen of lying to us as kids.
Really?
Oh, she was absolutely brutal. Fangirl.
There's a pattern here, folks.
Exactly.
Don't sing a kiss to Bishop.
Although, I mean, some of those were the greatest lies ever. I finally, when we started mothering our children together, because she's my mother's youngest sister, so we're like closer in age than her and my mom are. So we were having kids at the same time. So both of our kids are relatively the same age, and we would laugh. We would take the kids to the playground at Capron Park Zoo, and we'd always get a Dunkin' iced coffee before we would go. And we'd stop, and the kids would be like, I want a donut. And my aunt was like, can't you read that sign? It says no donuts today, only coffee. These kids can't read. They're like 3 and 4. They're like, oh. I was like, you are evil, but thank you. I don't want to be dealing with all of that.
But there's a whole shelf of donuts probably up on the wall.
Oh, that's awful. Those poor kids every day. Can we go to the playground? Oh, you didn't hear? There was a fire. No playground. But they're going to rebuild maybe next week. can't just tell him no.
Yeah, just say no, honey, not today. Mama's busy, or it's too
She
hot.
had like the most ridiculously clever lies, I swear. Well, I mean, you knew my grandfather, so
yes, I did.
she was definitely my grandfather's daughter through and through with the little white lies you tell your kids. But those were just straight up like lies that we actually believed were truth, like the interior light on in the car. I really thought that was a law. And then my husband's like, that's not real.
No, but it does.
It's
If Mariana is sitting in the back and it's at nighttime and she has that interior light on,
you can't see as the driver.
It drives me
impairs your
crazy.
vision.
I mean, I'll have to ask her to shut it off. I don't say it's against the law.
Right. No, but I was taught it was against the law, and that's always stuck with me. I was like, that's against the law. My husband had to be like, Stephanie, that's not against the law. I was like, are you sure? I don't know. Fact and fiction is stuff I was told, myth and whatnot. But apparently I just really just.
Well, I mean,
everybody got lumped into the thing. We didn't have Google then.
Right. And everybody has their own truth.
Right.
So, if some people think it's against the law, then that's your truth. And, and it's against the law. I mean,
I know.
Isn't that how we do things now these days? It's my truth, your truth.
Don't get me started.
I won't.
Right?
I won't. I'll get myself in trouble if I get you started. So I'm going to stop.
Today is National Corn Fritters Day.
Yes.
I might actually make some of them. Shout out to our friends over at De Silva Farm. The corn this week, it's coming in. I'm very excited about it. There's nothing better than fresh, sweet corn locally grown here on the Cape.
Right.
We've got a span of about a month where it is just delicious and magical. It is that time right now.
Right. A couple weeks ago, it really wasn't.
No, we're getting there.
It really wasn't. So
it was so good last night. I don't know whether it was because I was so hungry. It was whatever, but I was so happy. It was delicious. So if you want to hit up the corn fritters today, I know it's coming in fast and furious over at our friends Tony Andrews. Shout out to everybody over at Andrews Farm. It is just such a great spot. Blueberries are here, some great local produce, and shout out to some of our vendors. Harvest Moon, always bringing the A game in the produce world. Little farmers market coupons are coming out right now. So if you have got SNAP benefits, please come and use your $5 farmers market coupon with us at the Mashpee Farmers Market. I'm happy to reimburse you for them. I love them. I'm very excited for them. And we've got a couple of new farmers. We've got live lobster pickup that is happening on the 28th.
Ooh.
Make note of this. On the 28th, we've got our wing stock. So we've got nationally award-winning on the bone sauce coming to do wings for us.
Wow. And we're going live.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely going live.
Yeah, Steph and I are going to be live that day. We're going to butt in.
We've got beer, wings, Brendan Princey, live lobster pickup. And it's going to be an incredible day for Wingstock. Plus, we've got a bunch of new vendors joining us. You never know who's going to be there, which is why you got to come every single week and never miss anything.
Right. And by the way, butt in is a technical term in radio. Apparently.
Broadcast using this tool. Okay. So whenever we start talking on the air in the morning, we open up Lemonadio and you can find us, download the app, Roku TV, Alexa, play Lemonadio radio, enable the skill on your Alexa if you've not already. Yeah. And I've got some cards so we can scan them like right there.
Right. There you go. Okay.
Scan it. You open it right up and it, whatever device that you're scanning it with, it will open on.
Great. Super duper. Right.
Take Lemonadio with you wherever you go.
And do you know what today is as well?
What?
It's a sad day. 25th anniversary of JFK Jr.'s death.
I saw that.
I'm like, wow.
I know.
That long ago?
That was a terrible day.
Oh, I was working in the backyard. Maybe I was working in the pool. I don't remember. And I remember turning the radio on and like yelling for Mari to like turn the TV on. I can't. What? That can't be. That they can't find his. What are you talking about? They can't find his plane.
Yeah, I was part-time on Cool 102 in the Rose when that happened, and it was like personally, I felt devastating.
Right.
Being there, being on the air.
Yep.
And having to have that part of your news.
It
was awful, especially here.
Right.
So yeah, 25 years.
25 years.
I'm old. Mariana would Google it and set you straight, Hank. That's what Julie said. Hey, Bev.
Yeah, she would. She's really good with directions now. We have to go anywhere. We just ask Mariana to put it and get Google. And there's a lot of traffic this way. There's a lot of traffic. You go here, you go there. And we just listen to her because she knows. She just knows
whatever.
She's 12.
I know. It's happy. It's nice to have like an extra little human. That's what we had such a great time with our kids on vacation because they actually added, input we could
Right.
use
Mhm.
and work together as a team. I'm like, oh, we do really well at escape rooms also.
Oh, I bet you do.
We do. The four of us, we're pretty good. We failed at one in New Hampshire. They were bitter about it. They wanted to go back, and I'm like, I am not spending that kind of money to go back. Shout out to our friends over at Upside Down Games in the Mashpee Commons. You'll definitely find them popping by our farmers market. They've got some other fun, cool games and some items that they sell. But it's a great little spot if you're looking to do an escape room.
And I have to do another shout out to somebody who's at the Commons.
Love it.
Oasis Places.
Yeah. Oh, Places.
I'm sorry. She does face painting and stuff for the kids, and she doesn't charge.
I know.
I mean, 2 weeks ago, she had a little jar out for tips or something. This past Sunday, she didn't have anything out.
Yeah. Definitely go and frequent her. She's got a little studio that's in Buzzards Bay. It's right on Main Street. She does kids' birthday parties. She's just a magical human being.
She really, really is. And unfortunately or unfortunately, Mariana got her face painted. And then we went home and we decided, it's so dang hot, we got to go in the gonna go in the pool. And Mariana said, I'll just swim with my head up. I said, okay. Well, we tried that. And then she wanted a face that had to do with some sort of a game, but it looked like the face for Newberry Comics.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. It was cool.
And it started to like cry.
Drip.
So
Babe, your face is dripping.
I said, well, honey, you got two choices here. You can either just jump in and get rid of it, or we got to get out. And I'm saying to myself, it's so damn hot. Please say, let's just stay.
Well, that's what face painting is meant to do. She can get a new one next week.
Oh, no, we had to go home.
Oh, well then.
I went, okay. So we got to be better. We have to be strategic about it. Next week, we got to get the face painted first.
There you
so
go.
She'll have several hours of it, and then we can pop into the...
There you go. I'll bring a little setting spray. We'll set it.
There you go.
Perfect.
It was cool, though. It
All
really
right.
was.
What's going on your show?
We're going to be talking about what's going on with the whales and the sea turtles and how we humans just really have to pay attention to them because we're crashing their party.
All right. Well, you can join us, lemonadio.com. Take us with you wherever you go. Like we said, download the app. We will talk to you later on this week. I'm not sure what I've got lined up for shows. We'll be out Wednesday. We've got Cape Cod beer. We're at Quahog Republic. If you want to go and have some fun with Sandy in New Bedford, she is over there for you. They have a really
she's
good
rocking
time.
it.
Yeah, she's having a great time over there.
She really
Love
is.
Quahog Republic. They're some of our great friends and sponsors and partners. They do a really good job at all of their
And
locations.
we found out on Sunday, if you buy their Bloody Mary mix and you open it, you have to use it within 5 days.
Oh, yeah.
You just
It's
can't
fresh.
keep it in the refrigerator.
No.
Waiting till the next time you make the Bloody
No.
Mary.
No.
So we went home and we threw that out.
Yep. It's got to be fresh. Got to have it. Their slaw sauce is ridiculous. If you're looking to amplify any of your coleslaw, so good. I don't know what is in it. We don't ask questions. We just like the slaw sauce. It's good.
Right. And the Bloody Mary mix is great too.
Exactly.
So next time I get one, I'm going to have several.
Perfect. All right. Find us eventsoncape.com. Our group on Facebook has grown to 4,000 followers. Be part of it and find out. All you have to do is just add whatever it is that you're doing too. And let's share our resources, everybody.
And don't forget Cape Cod Dining at Home and anywhere else.
So good. This is a space in which we can talk about. Later on this week, I'm hoping to have somebody from another restaurant group that is on, that there was some drama that popped up. And
Yeah,
it's
Mari doesn't take any, there's no drama.
That's what I'm saying. There's drama that does not pop up on Dining at Home and anywhere else that happened on this restaurant page. And I loved what the bartender had to say.
Oh, I saw that one.
And she hopefully is going to be coming on the show this week.
That's a good one.
So we can just talk about how to behave in a restaurant.
Yeah, kids.
Apparently, we have forgotten how to behave when we go out to eat and things that you should or should not take to social media and things that you should or should not take up with the restaurant that you're eating at.
Right.
And the staff and how to behave to people in general.
Well, our daughter Megan, who manages DJ's Wings in Hyannis, she's got stories.
That's what I'm saying. I would love to have her as an input and maybe throw her into the mix to
I'll ask her.
Whatever. Maybe if we have to do a voice changer for some of our restaurant friends that don't want to say where they work or what they've witnessed.
Right.
But if you want to go into the witness protection plan, we can absolutely do that for you.
We can like,
I will fuzz you out.
Fuzz
We'll
you
change
out.
your voice.
Change your voice.
Yeah, we can put a little voice changer on it. I know
we
I've
can't. Can we do it?
yeah, we can. I just got to remember how to do it.
Oh, that's okay.
I know. No.
If I go, yeah, we go. And I can change their voice. Oh, I shall.
I'm good.
Right?
Yes.
See, we can definitely change your voice. Whether that one.
Or we can do this one. Either way, we can change it. Helium.
We can definitely do this so that nobody knows who you are. I promise we will care for you with kid gloves. So we can just talk about that because I think it's going to be a heated discussion for many, many people that have a lot to say about how to behave while we're dining out.
Yeah, because we have forgotten what our parents taught us.
I think it's good to go over the ground rules once again. So we'll have a show this week. And if you would like to be part of it, please, you can always email me, Stephanie@stephanieviva.com. Have a great day, everyone. And we'll talk to you soon.
Hey, bye, kids. Will I see them Thursday?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I'll see you Thursday, guys. And,
Bye.
and at noontime. Bye.
That was very high pitched, Hank. I really like that.
Helium.
Right? We'll turn you back up.
You want to end the show like this? We'll say goodbye. Okay. Bye.